So what does a Pilates teacher actually do? I think that's a very big question because, of course, we teach Pilates. But what does that actually mean? So let's have a look. So first of all, what you are is a communication specialist. And the thing that you need to communicate is movement. And that's quite hard. So we have many different strategies to be able to communicate that movement. But we also need to know how our clients learn so that we can choose the words that are going to be the most appropriate for the way that they learn so that they can take ownership of that movement and do it well. So there's a whole multifaceted communication concept around Pilates that we need to learn, and that takes time. You develop these skills over a period of time. The next thing that you really need to be good at is designing a plan. So every person that comes to see you for Pilates will have their own unique needs, and they will also have their own goals that they want to achieve. And so when you're designing your plan, you really need to have that person at the center of what it is. Your exercises and your exercise choices and the way that you progress those exercises are going to be informed by your client's level of interest, their existing knowledge about their body and how it moves, and also any limitations or injuries that they may have. So your plan is not just a set of exercises. It is really geared around that person, and every exercise that you choose has to fit within that larger picture. So I always ask my clients what their goal is. And at the first lesson, we have an overarching goal, but every single time they come in, I always want to know what it is that we're working towards today. Because they might have come to me originally with a lower back issue, but now they're finding that they're struggling to get down to the floor to pick something up because they've got pain in their hip or whatever it is. And things change over time. So because things change all the time, I always want to know what is the most important thing that we can work on today. And then most of what I will do, although it's a whole body experience, most of what I choose will be geared towards them understanding how to do that particular thing while also addressing the whole body. And then the other thing is your implementation. So I've made this plan, but now I have to put my plan into action. I have to implement it. And sometimes it's really straightforward because what I've planned is exactly what needs to happen in the class. Other times, I'll walk into the studio and oops, all the wheels have fallen off the bus, and I stand there and I have to literally plan on the spot. I've got 2 minutes, and then I have to come up with a new plan and I have to then implement that. So for a new instructor, that is often the scariest place to be, but I can tell you now, stay calm. You can do this. It doesn't have to be the most perfect class in the world when that happens. The fact that you were willing to change and not just dogmatically continue on with what you planned, that is the hallmark of a really good teacher, that you tried to pivot and try to address the issues in the room. So this is something that, again, comes with time, comes with practice, comes with you creating those plans, implementing them, evaluating them, and then stepping back in and trying again. It's all part of that teaching journey. So that is what we do as Pilates teachers. Our brains are working much harder than our bodies when we are teaching. So it's also really important, another tip I'm going to share with you, that you make time for your own practice. Every single day, make time, and then make sure that you get a class taught to you by somebody else at least once a week so that you can stay connected with the experience that your clients are going through.